Hey, welcome back to the JeepSolid garage. It's been a bit. I had to try to kind of find motivation again to get going on this thing. But actually I watched a show the other day, a car restoration show. They got a new engine running and it kind of actually gave me a little bit of motivation. I've been gone for a while, I apologize about that, but now I'm excited to get back to this. Gotta see if I can remember how this thing goes back together. Let's get started. If you're new to the channel, this is my 1958 Cj5. We're doing a frame off restoration. The reason I was gone for a little while, in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that my father passed away, so just dealing with all of that, and then just kind of got out of the habit of working on it, so had to kind of find that motivation again, and it really was a little inspiring to watch another car show where they got an engine running, so I'm actually excited to get this thing going. So right now, I'm gonna get this coil on here, then we're gonna move on to the distributor. Hopefully we can get to the timing cover here. It's not a timing chain, it's just a gear. So the timing cover, maybe the water pump, we'll see. I think I have a fairly good idea of how everything goes back together, but there are a lot of parts and pieces. I actually got a few things coated, painted up real good, ready to go back on. Previous video, I put the starter back in place. If you didn't see that, check that out, and that's where we left off. Also, I'm supporting my Project Weldon. This is my Weldon project because I'm going to be doing a lot of welding on it. Supporting my Project Weldon t-shirt. That's linked in the video description below. If you want to support the channel, check that out. Get yourself a t-shirt. Really like this design on this one. Right now, this coil is going on. Okay, I cleaned off the surface real good there, and I just did a dry run, slid this down in there to make sure that it all lined up great, and it does. So now I'm going to use just a little bit of RTV because I just don't want metal on metal right there. What I'm gonna do is put a little bit of RTV on here and then set the distributor down until it squishes my RTV out. Oh, this is gross RTV. Let's get down to the good stuff. There we go. I'm gonna squish it down just until it pushes a little bit of the RTV out. Then I'm gonna let it dry a bit and then tighten it down just so we don't have metal on metal. Okay, just a little bead on there. I'm happy with that. Let's line this up. Not get any RTV on the shaft of the distributor. That would mess me up. And straight up and down. 1 o'clock. Slides right in. I'm gonna let that RTV cure a bit before I go tightening this bolt down because I don't want to squeeze all the RTV out. All right, that looks good. Next up, we've got the oil fill hole here, the oil fill tube. Got a rag down there from when I painted this. Doesn't it look nice? I'm really happy with that paint job. And here is my oil fill tube, which goes in that slot, and the dipstick goes there. I'm gonna have to look. I actually snapped some pictures of the engine before I started taking everything apart. I'm gonna have to look to see which way this was oriented because I just don't want it to get in the way of something, so let me check that out. It's one of my tips. If you're doing a big project, snap it, just have your phone snap a few pictures as you go along. You'll refer back to those so many times, really helpful. All right, I got just a little bead of red RTV. That's oil resistive RTV, high temperature, because obviously I don't want any oil leaking up where this tube goes in, the fill tube. It goes in like so. I'm gonna pound that down in place. Grandpa got put on baby duty for a bit. This is just taped up, a little bracket that actually attaches to the head, so I've just taped up out of the way. See if I can do this one-handed, left-handed. There you go, look at that. Oh, that looks pretty much perfect for left-handed. And somebody just got up from a nap, so he won't let me set him down. Otherwise he starts crying, because I think he's still a little tired. But just a little bit of RTV squeezed out there, that looks just right. I don't know, I think he is still tired, because he will not let me set him down. Normally he's not like that. But when somebody's tired, they are. I cleaned this off so well with like brake cleaner and stuff just because I was painting that I'm actually putting a little bit of oil on here before we do the cover over the timing sprockets here because I just don't want these to run dry once we put this back together. Right, buddy? Let's get a little bit of oil on these. Yeah. Let's do a little test. Here, I'm gonna set you down. Ready? No, no, no. Where are you going? Well, somebody's doing a little better, but I gotta probably chase them down. The timing cover, one very important thing, I need to replace this seal right there. I gotta go grab somebody. Although in his defense, he loves being outside. You wanna make him happy? Take him outside. Right? Yeah. So let's get this seal out of here. Ooh, is that loud? Pop. I'm pulling the seal out. So we gotta put a new seal in so it doesn't leak, because we don't want to put it all back together and run into a leak. Right? There we go. Easy peasy. Now we're gonna drive this new seal squarely into place. Can you guess what color I colored my last Jeep? What color I painted it? Lots of banging. Looks pretty good. What do you think? Will that do the job? Yep, see, it's nice and square, even all the way around. Went in smooth. Sometimes you can ruin seals when you're driving them in. That's why you gotta be real careful. I'm also gonna take just a little, tiny bit of oil and put it on the seal here, because when we put our sprocket in here, or what is that, on the end of the drive shaft, don't want to scrape this up. Don't want it going in dry. Oh, now somebody wants right up in there with what we're doing. That's okay, we're gonna put a little red RTV where this gasket's gonna go. I got a whole brand new bottle of red RTV, but I'm trying to use this one. Let's get rid of a little bad goober there. Yeah, this is a timing cover, and this is what times the pistons with the camshaft so that the pistons and valves and everything can work synchronously. In good synchronous. Big word there. I'm making up words, I think. All right, got a good bead of RTV under the gasket there. Another bead of RTV on the top here. We're gonna put that on, although can't really do it one-handed, so I'm gonna set him down and put that on. All right, got the cover on. Some of the fastener, or actually all the fasteners back in place, but there's still a little bit of movement in it, and I want to keep it that way until we put the pulley. I'm not putting this all the way on. I'm gonna just use it to help kind of guide, because what can happen is you can get the cover off-centered a little bit. Hang on, buddy, I really need two hands for this. Let's see. There we go. Shh. Okay. Okay. So we want that pulley in place so that it kind of lines up where the cover is. Then I'm gonna just tighten these down till a little bit of RTV starts squeezing them out, and then I'll go back and torque everything down properly. Somebody's having a hard time again for some reason. Okay, got the cover on there. We'll take the pulley back off now because I got it just kind of snug down. RTV's squeezing out just enough. So let's get this back off. Well, I mean, I guess I actually don't even have to take it off because I'm just gonna put the nut back on there. Mama came back home, so that's good. When I was putting RTV on here, he started wanting to be just held again, which doing RTV with a toddler might not be the smartest choice. Yeah, anyways, on to the next thing. So next up will be the water pump here. I've got my gasket ready to go. It'll be the same process, very similar to the timing cover there. I'll get this cleaned off real good. Don't want any oils or anything on that. Just some brake cleaner, clean that off. Get some RTV on there, stick my gasket on. A little more RTV on the water pump, squish it together, let it dry a little bit, and then torque it down. Except this bolt right here, it actually gets thrown on the ground, and then we pick it up. It actually goes through the center of the water pump here, and then into the water jacket. So I've got to get some special sealant on that as well. I will do that after we get this all torqued down and cleaned. I'll pull this bolt again and put that special sealant on there. Looks pretty good, got a nice bead of RTV just kind of squishing out there. I'm gonna let that cure for about an hour. Then I'll come back and torque all the bolts around that and the timing cover. I'm gonna hop over here to the distributor. It's been drying long enough that I'm comfortable tightening that bolt down. But I'm gonna call it quits for today. I'm super excited to be back, started on this, kind of got my mojo back, ready to get going on this, excited to get it running. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.